Humanity had always gazed at the stars, wondering if they were alone. The breakthrough came unexpectedly. A deep space probe, Voyager 3, sent back signals indicating a massive alien structure on the edge of the Andromeda Galaxy. Dr. Meera Patel, leading astrophysicist at the United Earth Space Agency, UESA, was the first to decode the signal, a blueprint of a hyper-advanced spaceship. Dr. Patel had always been a visionary, her mind perpetually buzzing with the possibilities the universe held. When the signals from Voyager 3 were first received, she spent sleepless nights analyzing the data. Her heart raced as she pieced together the fragments of information. It wasn't just any signal. It was a blueprint, meticulously detailed and far beyond current human technology. "This changes everything," she whispered to herself in the dim light of her lab. She called an emergency meeting with the top officials of UESA. The room was filled with a palpable tension as she presented her findings. The holographic display illuminated the room, showcasing the intricate designs of an alien spacecraft. "The structure is enormous," she explained, pointing to the various sections of the blueprint. "It's unlike anything we've ever seen. The energy readings suggest capabilities that defy our current understanding of physics." The room erupted in murmurs. Admiral Thorne, a seasoned space explorer, leaned forward, his eyes narrowing. "Are you suggesting we build this?" he asked, his voice tinged with skepticism. "Not just build it, Admiral," Dr. Patel replied, her eyes shining with excitement. "We need to understand it. This is an opportunity to leapfrog centuries of technological advancement." The decision was unanimous. The resources of the entire planet were pooled together to construct the spaceship, which they named the US Voyager. Engineers, scientists, and builders worked around the clock, their collective effort a testament to human determination and ingenuity. Months turned into years, and finally the US Voyager stood ready, a sleek, imposing structure capable of faster-than-light travel. Captain Jian Zhang, a decorated astronaut with a reputation for his strategic mind and calm demeanor, was chosen to lead the mission. As the crew prepared for departure, families gathered to bid their farewells. The weight of the mission hung heavily on their shoulders. They were venturing into the unknown with no guarantees of return. Captain Zhang addressed his team, his voice steady and reassuring. "We are not just explorers," he said. "We are ambassadors of humanity. Our mission is to seek knowledge and forge connections. Remember, our strength lies in our unity and our resolve." With those words, the US Voyager launched, leaving Earth behind. As they sped towards the Andromeda Galaxy, the crew couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and trepidation. What awaited them in the vast expanse of space was a mystery, but they were ready to face it together. UESA assembled its finest minds and resources to construct the spaceship, the US Voyager. Commanded by Captain Jian Zhang, the Voyager embarked on a journey to the Andromeda Galaxy. Upon arrival, the crew encountered the alien race known as the Zorath. Diplomatic envoy Linara Tesh approached cautiously, her nerves on edge as she initiated the first human-alien dialogue. The voyage to Andromeda was both exhilarating and daunting. As the US Voyager neared its destination, the alien structure that had initially sparked their mission loomed large in their viewports. It was a colossal space station, its architecture alien yet mesmerizing, glowing with an otherworldly luminescence. Captain Zhang gathered his crew for a final briefing. "We are about to make history," he said, his voice calm but filled with an undercurrent of anticipation. "Our primary objective is to establish peaceful contact and learn as much as we can. Stay vigilant, but remember, we come in peace." Linara Tesh, the designated envoy, prepared for her role with meticulous care. Fluent in multiple languages and a scholar of alien cultures, she was the ideal choice for this delicate task. Yet, as they approached the Zorath station, she couldn't help but feel a knot of anxiety tighten in her stomach. The US Voyager sent a signal to the Zorath, requesting permission to dock. Moments later, a response came through, an alien voice speaking in a synthesized approximation of English. "Welcome, travelers from Earth. You may dock at port A7. An envoy will meet you." The docking procedure was smooth, and soon, Linara and a small team of scientists and security personnel found themselves standing in the airlock, waiting for the doors to open. When they did, Linara was greeted by the sight of the Zorath. The Zorath were a tall, reptilian species, their scales shimmering in shades of green and blue. Their eyes, large and reflective, conveyed a sense of ancient wisdom. Leading the Zorath delegation was High Envoy Tazar, a figure draped in elaborate robes adorned with intricate patterns. "Greetings, Linara Tesh of Earth," Tazar said, his voice a deep rumble. "I am High Envoy Tazar of the Zorath. Welcome to our domain." Linara bowed slightly, a gesture she hoped was interpreted as respectful. "Thank you, High Envoy Tazar. It is an honor to be here. We come in peace and seek to learn and share knowledge." The initial interactions were formal and cautious. The Zorath, though courteous, exuded an air of superiority, clearly viewing themselves as the more advanced civilization. They led the human delegation through the grand corridors of their station, showcasing their technological marvels and advanced infrastructure. As they toured the station, Linara couldn't help but notice the curious glances from other Zorath. Whispers followed them, and she caught snippets of conversation that hinted at both intrigue and skepticism about their human visitors. The humans were eventually guided to a grand chamber where the Zorath Council awaited. The chamber was vast, with a domed ceiling that depicted a star map of their galaxy. The council members, each representing different factions of the Zorath society, regarded the humans with keen interest. High Envoy Tazar spoke first. "We have long watched the stars, wondering if we were alone. Your arrival is both a surprise and an opportunity. However, we must assess your capabilities and intentions. We propose a series of tests to evaluate your intelligence and resourcefulness." Linara glanced at her team, who nodded in agreement. "We accept your challenge, High Envoy. We are ready to demonstrate our capabilities." And so the stage was set for a series of tests that would determine the fate of humanity's relationship with the Zorath. As they prepared for the first challenge, Linara felt a renewed sense of determination. They were here to prove that humanity was not only capable, but also worthy of exploring the cosmos alongside these advanced beings. The Zorath, a reptilian species with advanced technology, were initially dismissive of the humans, seeing them as primitive. However, they agreed to a series of tests to evaluate human intelligence. Dr. Patel and her team were determined to impress. They devised a series of challenges that combined mathematics, physics, and engineering. The first test took place in a vast hall lined with complex machinery and holographic displays. The challenge: create a stable energy field using a limited set of resources. Dr. Patel, along with engineers Maya Voss and Leon Ramirez, studied the provided materials and began brainstorming. As they worked, the Zorath observers watched intently. Most were skeptical, some even amused by the humans' efforts. Dr. Patel and her team, however, were undeterred. They approached the problem methodically, leveraging their diverse expertise. "Let's use the superconductors to stabilize the flux," Maya suggested, sketching a rough design on her tablet. "Agreed," Leon added. "And we can use the plasma coils to regulate the output. This will prevent any energy spikes." Dr. Patel nodded, guiding her team with precision. They assembled the device, their hands moving swiftly and confidently. After hours of intense work, the energy field stabilized, glowing softly within its containment unit. The Zorath Council, including the skeptical General Zareth, were visibly impressed. High Envoy Tazar approached the human team, his eyes reflecting a newfound respect. "Your solution was unexpected. You have passed the first test." As the challenges progressed, a splinter group within the Zorath, led by the enigmatic scientist Khazar, began to see potential in humans. Khazar, fascinated by humanity's adaptability and creativity, secretly aided the human team, providing hints and resources. This clandestine alliance would prove crucial. During one particularly difficult test, involving the manipulation of quantum particles to create a teleportation device, Khazar discreetly approached Dr. Patel. "I have seen your potential," he whispered, handing her a small device. "This will help you understand the quantum properties better. Use it wisely." Dr. Patel hesitated, but the urgency in Khazar's eyes convinced her. "Thank you," she replied softly, tucking the device into her pocket. With Khazar's covert assistance, The team quickly deciphered the quantum mechanics required for the task. They constructed a teleportation device that not only worked, but exceeded the Zorath's expectations. General Zarath, witnessing yet another human success, grew increasingly agitated. "This is unacceptable," he muttered to his subordinates. "We cannot allow these humans to surpass us." The final test was a complex puzzle involving quantum mechanics and zero-point energy fields. The Zorath had assumed this would stump the humans, but Dr. Patel and her team, leveraging their diverse backgrounds and innovative thinking, solved it in record time. The Zorath Council was stunned. The puzzle required the creation of a zero-point energy generator, a task that seemed almost impossible given the limited resources and time. Dr. Patel gathered her team. "This is our biggest challenge yet," she said, her voice steady, "but I believe in our abilities. Let's show them what humanity can do." They divided the tasks among themselves, each focusing on different aspects of the generator. Maya worked on the energy containment unit, Leon on the particle accelerator, and Dr. Patel on the quantum stabilization algorithm. As they worked tirelessly, Khazar continued to offer subtle guidance. His interest in human ingenuity grew with each interaction. "Your ability to think outside conventional parameters is remarkable," he told Dr. Patel during one of their secret meetings. "Thank you, Khazar," she replied, "but we couldn't have done this without your help." The generator was completed just in time. As they activated it, the room filled with a soft, pulsing light, the energy levels perfectly balanced. The Zorath Council, including the ever-skeptical General Zarath, were left speechless. High Envoy Tazar addressed the humans with a tone of admiration. "You have surpassed our expectations at every turn. We are honored to acknowledge your brilliance." Despite the victory, not all Zorath were pleased. General Zarath, a staunch traditionalist, viewed humans as a threat. He began rallying support for a preemptive strike against Earth. Captain Zhang, sensing the growing tension, tightened security and prepared for possible conflict. General Zarath's disdain for the humans grew into open hostility. He convened secret meetings with like-minded Zorath, arguing that humanity's rapid advancement posed a significant threat. "We must act now, before they gain more power," he urged his followers. Meanwhile, Captain Zhang observed the increasing hostility and took steps to protect his crew. He coordinated with Dr. Patel and Lenara Tesh to fortify their position within the Zorath station. "We must be prepared for any eventuality," he said during a private briefing. "Our primary goal remains peaceful cooperation, but we cannot ignore the signs of brewing conflict." Lenara reached out to Khazar, seeking his counsel. "We need to defuse this situation," she said. "Can you help us?" Khazar, deeply troubled by Zarath's actions, nodded. "I will do what I can, but Zarath is influential. Be cautious." As tensions escalated, a secret meeting of the Zorath Council was called to address the growing divide. High Envoy Tazar stood at the center, flanked by council members and representatives from both factions. General Zarath, his eyes blazing with determination, made his case for action against the humans. "We have seen their capabilities," he argued. "They learn too quickly, adapt too well. They will surpass us if we do not act." Khazar stepped forward, his voice calm but firm. "General, we have also seen their willingness to collaborate and share knowledge. We stand to gain much by forming an alliance. Fear and aggression will only lead to mutual destruction." The debate raged on, with neither side willing to back down. Captain Zhang, sensing the gravity of the situation, prepared his team for the worst. They fortified their quarters and secured vital systems, ready for any sudden move by Zarath's faction. In the midst of this turmoil, Dr. Patel continued her work, driven by a single thought. The future of humanity and the Zorath depended on their ability to navigate this crisis. As she pored over the Illyrian blueprints, a plan began to form in her mind, one that could potentially turn the tide and bring about a lasting peace. Khazar revealed to the human team that the alien structure they had discovered was an ancient archive containing knowledge from a long-extinct race, the Illyrians. The Illyrians had once dominated the galaxy with their unparalleled intelligence and technology. This knowledge was now up for grabs. Dr. Patel and her team were granted access to the ancient archive. guided by Khazar, through the labyrinthine halls filled with holographic displays and intricate machinery. The Illyrians had preserved their knowledge in vast databanks, their legacy encoded in languages and symbols that even the Zorath had struggled to fully decipher. Khazar activated one of the central consoles, and a holographic projection of an Illyrian scholar appeared. It spoke in a melodic language, and Khazar provided translation. This archive holds the sum total of Illyrian knowledge. Their advancements in science, medicine, and technology are beyond our comprehension. Dr. Patel's eyes widened as she studied the holographic projections. The Illyrians had mastered energy manipulation, space-time continuum theories, and even biological enhancements. "This is incredible," she murmured. "We could learn so much from them." However, the knowledge came with a caveat. Khazar explained that the Illyrians had also warned of the dangers of unchecked technological advancement. Their own civilization had fallen due to internal strife and over-reliance on their technology. "We must tread carefully," he warned. "This knowledge could either elevate us or destroy us." Captain Zhang, ever the strategist, saw an opportunity. "If we can use this knowledge wisely, we can demonstrate our commitment to peaceful exploration and cooperation. It could be the key to winning over the skeptical Zorath factions." The human team, now more motivated than ever, delved into the Illyrian archives. They began deciphering the complex data, eager to unlock the secrets that could ensure their survival and prosperity. Dr. Patel accessed the Illyrian database, uncovering advanced technologies and scientific principles that surpassed human understanding. One particular find was a blueprint for a device capable of manipulating space-time. Realizing the potential, the human team worked tirelessly to comprehend and replicate the technology. The blueprint depicted a device known as the Chrono Stabilizer, designed to create localized temporal fields. It had the potential to revolutionize space travel, allowing for instant movement across vast distances, as well as providing defensive capabilities against hostile forces. Dr. Patel, along with Maya and Leon, began the painstaking process of reverse engineering the device. They were aware that the Zorath were closely monitoring their progress, and any breakthrough could tip the balance of power. "These principles are astounding," Leon said, his voice filled with awe. "If we can get this to work, it will change everything." Maya nodded in agreement. "We need to ensure it's stable. Any fluctuations in the temporal field could be catastrophic." Weeks turned into months as the team worked around the clock. The Illyrian technology was incredibly advanced, but the human team's adaptability and creativity shone through. They made steady progress, each small victory bringing them closer to their goal. Khazar continued to support them, providing insights and resources from the Zorath archives. His fascination with human ingenuity grew with each passing day. "You are unlike any species we have encountered," he told Dr. Patel. "Your ability to adapt and innovate is remarkable." Finally, the Chrono Stabilizer prototype was ready. The team decided to conduct a test in a controlled environment within the Zorath station. As the device powered up, the air around it shimmered, and a soft hum filled the room. A temporal field formed, stable and precise. "We did it," Dr. Patel said, her voice trembling with excitement. "We've harnessed Illyrian technology." General Zareth, discovering Khazar's treachery, launched an attack on the human outpost. The ensuing battle was fierce, with the humans, aided by Khazar's loyalists, defending valiantly. Captain Zhang led a daring counteroffensive, utilizing human ingenuity and the newfound Illyrian technologies. General Zareth's forces moved swiftly and without warning, targeting the human quarters with precision strikes. Alarms blared throughout the station as explosions rocked the corridors. Captain Zhang immediately took command, coordinating the defense. "All personnel, this is not a drill," he announced over the intercom. "Defensive positions now. Protect the Chrono Stabilizer at all costs." Lenara Tesh organized the diplomats and scientists, ensuring their safety while relaying vital information to Captain Zhang. "We need to secure the archive room," she said urgently. "It's our best chance to hold our ground." Dr. Patel and her team, alongside Khazar's loyalists, set up a defensive perimeter around the Chrono Stabilizer. The device could be their trump card, but only if it remained functional. Maya and Leon prepared makeshift barriers, while Khazar provided advanced weaponry and shielding technology from the Exorath arsenal. The battle raged on, with both sides sustaining heavy casualties. General Zareth, leading the assault, was determined to crush the humans and their allies. "They must not survive," he growled to his troops. "They are a threat to our very existence." Captain Zhang, displaying his strategic brilliance, orchestrated a counterattack. Utilizing the chrono-stabilizer, he created temporal traps that disoriented Zareth's forces, giving his team a crucial advantage. "Push forward," he commanded. "We need to break their lines." In a decisive move, Dr. Patel activated a secondary function of the chrono-stabilizer, creating a temporal shield that repelled incoming attacks. This gave the defenders a brief respite and allowed them to regroup. Khazar confronted General Zareth directly, their confrontation a clash of ideals as much as physical force. "You are blinded by fear, Zareth," Khazar shouted over the din of battle. "These humans are our allies, not our enemies." Zareth, fueled by rage and pride, refused to listen. Their fight was intense, each strike and parry resonating with the weight of their conflicting visions for the future. Amidst the chaos, Captain Zhang led a team to outflank Zareth's forces. Using the knowledge gained from the Illyrian archives, they devised a strategy that caught the attackers off guard. The tide of battle began to turn. Finally, with a coordinated effort, the human and Zorath loyalist forces overwhelmed Zareth's troops. The general, realizing his defeat, made a last-ditch effort to destroy the chrono-stabilizer, but was stopped by Captain Zhang and Khazar. "Your reign of terror ends now," Captain Zhang declared, subduing Zareth. With the immediate threat neutralized, the survivors tended to their wounded and secured the station. The battle had been costly, but it had also solidified the bond between the humans and their Zorath allies. As they stood together amidst the aftermath, Dr. Patel knew that their journey was far from over, but they had taken a significant step towards a brighter future. Just when defeat seemed imminent, Dr. Patel and her team activated the space-time device. It created a temporal bubble, freezing the Exorath forces in place. This unprecedented move turned the tide, allowing the humans to regroup and launch a decisive strike. Dr. Patel, realizing the desperate situation, turned to the chrono-stabilizer. "We have no choice," she said to Maya and Leon. "We need to use it to create a temporal bubble. It might be our only chance." Maya nodded, her hands already moving over the control panel. "I'm on it. We need to synchronize the field to freeze Zareth's forces without affecting ours." Leon, sweating from the intensity of the battle, assisted with the calculations. "We have to be precise. Any mistake, and we could trap ourselves as well." As the chrono-stabilizer powered up, the hum of the machine grew louder. Dr. Patel took a deep breath and initiated the temporal field. The air shimmered, and a dome of distorted time enveloped the attacking Zorath forces, freezing them in mid-action. Captain Zhang wasted no time. "Now's our chance," he yelled. "All units move in and secure the station." The human and loyalist Zorath forces surged forward, taking advantage of the temporary reprieve. They disarmed and restrained the frozen attackers, securing key positions throughout the station. The tide had indeed turned. With General Zareth and his forces neutralized, High Envoy Tazar and the Council convened to address the aftermath. "Your actions today have demonstrated not only your intelligence, but also your commitment to peace and cooperation," Tazar said, addressing the humans. "We owe you a great debt." With General Zareth defeated, the Zorath Council reconvened. Lenara Tesh made a compelling case for a human-Zorath alliance, emphasizing mutual growth and exploration. The Council, impressed by human resilience and intelligence, agreed to a treaty, establishing a new era of cooperation. Lenara stood before the Council, her heart pounding. She knew this was a pivotal moment for both species. "Esteemed Council members, today's events have shown that together we are stronger. The knowledge we've gained from the Illyrian archives can benefit us all. Let's forge a partnership based on mutual respect and shared goals." High Envoy Tazar nodded thoughtfully. "Your words ring true, Lenara Tesh. The humans have proven their worth and their dedication to peace. We have much to gain from such an alliance." The council deliberated, weighing the arguments and the recent events. Finally, they reached a consensus. High Envoy Tazar rose and addressed both the humans and the Zorath present. It is decided. We will form an alliance with humanity. Together, we will explore the Illyrian archives and the far reaches of the galaxy. The announcement was met with cheers and applause. The humans and Zorath, once wary of each other, now looked forward to a future of cooperation and discovery. The humans and Zorath began sharing knowledge, working together to unlock the full potential of the Illyrian archives. Joint missions were launched to explore uncharted territories, with humans now recognized as equals among the stars. Captain Zhang and his crew became celebrated figures, their names etched in the annals of galactic history. Dr. Patel and Khazar worked tirelessly to integrate Illyrian technology into both human and Zorath systems. The chronostabilizer was just the beginning. They developed new propulsion systems, medical advancements, and energy solutions that benefited both civilizations. Maya and Leon became key figures in the joint research teams, their expertise invaluable in bridging the technological gaps. Linara Tesh, now an esteemed diplomat, facilitated communication and cultural exchanges between the two species. Captain Zhang led several exploratory missions, venturing into previously inaccessible regions of space. His leadership and strategic acumen were instrumental in navigating the complexities of interstellar diplomacy and exploration. As the alliance flourished, humanity found its place among the stars, no longer seen as a primitive race, but as a valuable partner in the quest for knowledge and understanding. As humanity and the Zorath forged ahead, Dr. Patel and Khazar continued their research, unraveling the mysteries of the universe. The space-time device, now fully understood, opened pathways to distant galaxies and dimensions. Humanity had shocked the galaxy by proving their intelligence and ingenuity. But this was just the beginning. The stars held infinite possibilities, and together with their new allies, humanity was ready to explore them all. The UES Voyager, now a symbol of hope and unity, prepared for its next mission. Dr. Patel and her team, alongside their Zorath counterparts, stood ready to push the boundaries of science and exploration. Linara Tesh, Captain Zhang, and Khazar joined them, each bringing their unique strengths to the endeavor. The mission's objective was ambitious: to chart unexplored regions of the galaxy, seeking out new life forms and civilizations, and to uncover more remnants of the Illyrian legacy. The Illyrian archives had hinted at even greater technologies and knowledge hidden in distant star systems. As the ship launched into the vast expanse of space, Dr. Patel looked out at the stars, a sense of awe and excitement filling her. "We've come so far," she said quietly, "and there's still so much more to discover." Captain Zhang nodded, his gaze steady. "Whatever lies ahead, we face it together. The universe is vast, and our journey has only just begun." The U.S. Voyager accelerated, its engines powered by the combined knowledge of humanity, the Zorath, and the Illyrians. It headed towards the unknown, ready to unlock the secrets of the cosmos and forge a future where knowledge and cooperation reigned supreme. Their first destination was a star system rumored to have a planet with ancient Illyrian structures. As they approached the planet, the crew marveled at its beauty. Vast oceans glittered under the light of two suns, and strange flora covered the landmasses. The landing team, comprising both humans and Zorath, prepared to disembark. Dr. Patel, Maya, Leon, Khazar, and a squad of explorers descended to the planet's surface. The air was filled with the scents of alien plants, and the sky shimmered with a myriad of colors. They soon discovered the ruins of an Illyrian city, its architecture both majestic and mysterious. The structures were made of materials that seemed to defy the passage of time, and intricate carvings depicted scenes of Illyrian life and their technological marvels. Khazar examined one of the carvings closely. "This tells the story of their greatest achievement," he said, translating the ancient script. "A device that could tap into the very fabric of reality, granting them near limitless power and knowledge." Dr. Patel's eyes widened. "If we could find this device, it could change everything. But we must be careful. The Illyrians themselves warned of its dangers." As they explored further, they encountered automated defenses left by the Illyrians to protect their secrets. The team worked together to navigate the traps and puzzles, combining human ingenuity and Zorath technology. After hours of careful exploration, they reached the heart of the city. In a grand chamber, they found the device, an intricate machine pulsing with a faint glow, seemingly alive. It was the culmination of Illyrian knowledge, a testament to their brilliance and their caution. Dr. Patel and Khazar approached the device with reverence. "This is it," she whispered. "The key to understanding the universe itself." Khazar nodded. "We must study it, learn from it, and ensure that its power is used wisely." Back on the UES Voyager, the discovery was celebrated as a monumental achievement. The device was secured and transported to the ship, where the combined team of humans and Zorath began the meticulous process of studying it. As the ship continued its journey through the stars, humanity and the Exorath found themselves united in purpose and vision. They had overcome challenges, forged alliances, and made discoveries that would shape their future. The journey was far from over, but with their new allies, they were ready to face whatever challenges lay beyond the horizon. Together, they would explore the infinite possibilities of the universe, driven by a shared quest for knowledge and a commitment to cooperation and peace. The UES Voyager, now a beacon of unity and hope, sailed through the cosmos, ready to unlock the secrets of the stars and forge a new chapter in the history of humanity and the Zorath.